Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, KGFL Creations. It's Friday, another episode of Friday Sews. You know what Friday Sews is the day that we come together to share what has been going on in our sewing room. Also, talk about our plans for the weekend and for the week ahead, and talk a little bit about life. What has been going on in the sewing room. As you can see, I am in a different place. I am not in my sewing room. Yeah, I put it in the beginning, under construction. Yes, under construction. That's the exact word. That's what's happening in my sewing room. Well, my sewing room is not only my sewing room. My sewing room is a guest bedroom. That was first. It was first a guest bedroom. And then it turned into an office for my daughter and for myself during the pandemic. And then after that, it turned into my sewing room. So now it will be back into a guest bedroom because we're going to put a bed back in there, the Murphy bed that we are making. It's going to, well, still it was. I had the desk in there, which is my office. I had my laptops on the side, so it's still going to be the office, and it's still going to be my sewing room. So that room will be three things all together. That's what we have to do. I am lucky to have a space to have as a sewing room. Most people don't, so I am very, very happy and grateful that I do have a little space. But when people come over, I lose my space, so I'll have to move my machine out of there. Right now my machine is in the dining room table. Actually, not my machine. I am using my daughter's machine. Let me tell you that I did go, I'm just gonna jump into something else right now. I did go to pick up her machine at Cynthia's Fine Fabrics. I went there last Saturday. The gentleman called me. He said that the machine was ready and he tested. He did change the little sensor that needed changing. He did change that. So I went there Saturday to pick up. I did not go by myself. I did take my daughter with me because I wanted her to see the machines. So when I got there, I did meet the lady, Cynthia. Yeah, the name of the shop, it's her name. So I did meet her. The shop was empty. It was later in the afternoon. I think it was maybe around, I would say 2 o'clock, 2 or 3 o'clock. And I think they close at 4 or 5 on Saturdays. So it was empty. So I got there and I got to talk to her. She explained to me what happened to the machine and about needles. I had a thick needle in there because my daughter was sewing some denim. No, not denim. I tried to sew denim and I had left that needle in there, and she was explaining to me about needles and about a lot of stuff. She's very knowledgeable. Wow, wow, wow. She talked a lot about needles, about machines, and she showed me how to do a couple of things on the machines, and she used one of the baby locks that she had there. Oh, that thing just went just like so smooth, just like I looked at the machine. I was like, wow, that machine is just beautiful, just beautiful. But right now I cannot spend the money on a machine. So that is going to be for the future. I cannot spend any money on a machine. That's why I took my daughter with me. Somebody to hold me down. I did ask her if she did have used machines, and she did. She said she had 3 machines there. One was a cover stitch, something that I'm looking for. It's a Janome, but she said that the Janome, it's not a machine that she could give a warranty on because she's not a representative of Janome. So the machine was just there to be sold as a used machine. It was almost brand new. Somebody took it, and even the thread that came in the box, it was still in the machine. I believe she told me maybe it was like $400 or so, something like that, but I have to do my homework. But again, I'm not supposed to be spending money on any machine. But I am looking for a cover stitch, so I want to save a little bit of money so I can purchase a cover stitch machine. But I was happy that I met her, and in the future I'll go back if I want to buy better machine, I'll go there and buy a baby lock machine. That's what she does have a lot there. I didn't see any FOF machines there, but she does have a lot of baby locks. And I do like to support our local businesses, our small businesses. So yeah, that will be in the future. And I was happy to have met the lady. She was very, very nice. Her store is really, really cute. So now let's go back into the sewing room. Sunday, after I did my last video, I told my husband I needed to make one more video. So I made my video in there, and you guys already watched that video. So Sunday morning, I started to take down everything. I do have a recording of me. I'm gonna put it in right now for you guys to see as I start to take down everything, my machines. I am unplugging the machines and just taking everything down. So I'll put a little bit, I'll speed up the video so you guys can see it pretty quick of everything that's going on, that was happening in there. I was sad that I had to do that, but it was needed. We need to paint, we need to do a lot of stuff. So I have put my daughter's machine in the dining room table. I'm trying to use the machine because I want to see how it's looking, if it's sewing okay, and for now it is. So I'm testing that machine. I want to see if I can get used to that machine so I can bring the machine that I have been using for a while, so I can bring it in and have it serviced. Well, not really serviced, because there's nothing really crazy wrong with it. Just want to have it cleaned and looked at. Now that I found a place that does that. So I want to bring in my machine, but I have to get used to my daughter's machine first, which is really different. It's the machine that you just press the button and it starts and stop. And there's no, well, there is a foot thing, but you can sew without it. So every time I start, I'm going like this. I'm trying to find I'm like, where is my little pedal? Where's my little pedal? I can't find it. So I just have to press the button and get used to everything, the positionings of everything, and how to change the sizing of the stitch sizing. I had to look and everything. So yeah, it's a learning curve. A real learning curve. So I'll put a picture of my setup now. It's from my dining room. It's just a little picture that I took. My other machine is on top of the Singer. I don't know if you guys remember, I did a little video that I had one of those old tables for the old machine. My next door neighbor, she put it in the curb and she was throwing it out, and my husband picked it up and he kind of restored it. So my machine is on the machine that I used to sew, the Singer Heavy Duty 4423. That's the one that I sew all the time. So that one is on top of that. It's in the living room. My house is a mess right now. I have things all over the place. I have things here right now I'm in my bedroom. As you guys remember, this is the fireplace that my husband made. I have things on top of a dresser in that corner. I'll take a little picture and I'll insert it for you guys to see. I have things in the living room. The table is in the living room. The boxes, some of the boxes are in the living room because I had to take all of my PDF patterns from inside the drawers. All of the office supplies that we had in there, everything had to come out of there because we have to paint. My husband wants to paint the same color. Well, I asked him to paint the same color of the Murphy bed, paint the color of those drawers that were under my desk. So that also needs to be painted. So I had to empty that stuff. Also, to move it, we had to empty that stuff. The only thing that stayed in that room was a big chest of drawers that I got from IKEA. It's a tall one, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 or 5 drawers all the way from top to bottom. And I didn't want to move that. So that right now it's in the middle of the room so we can go around and paint and do whatever we have to around it. And when we're finished painting, we can just shove it back in the corner to where it was. Now, plans that I have for this weekend and for the next week, well, mostly it will be next week because the weekend will be working in the sewing room, helping my husband painting and doing all the things that we have to do. So I was able to cut, before I took everything down, I did cut the Haskell shirt for my daughter, which is this green color here. Remember I showed you that I wanted to do this? Actually, these are the 2 little pockets here, my 2 little pockets. And I did cut it before because I knew I was gonna be left without a table, but I can't cut it on my countertop as I used to before. But I decided to cut this, so now I am working on this. This one is ready to be put up. I serged the edges here. Now this is nice and it's ready to go. All I have to do is hand baste on the front of the shirt. This is the inside of the yoke, the one that you put the interfacing, and you fold it and you iron it down the different way so everything is enclosed. So this is ready to go also. Yeah, so this is ready. I did the front. I started in the front. Yeah, the front, the darts is done. So now I just have to put the pocket where I have the little markings here. You won't be able to see it, but I do have the little markings, and I'm going to hand baste the pockets and make sure that it looks good, and then I'll sew it down. But now it's a bit difficult for me because I have my sewing machine is in the dining room, which is right on the other side of this wall right here. But my ironing board is here in my bedroom. There's no other, I'm not gonna be opening the ironing board in the middle of the living room. So I can't do that. So every time I have to use the ironing board, I have to come in here, turn it on, iron, and then walk that way. So I was walking that way and this way, that went in this way. So yeah, it's gonna be an inconvenience for maybe, my husband thinks it's gonna be done in 2 weeks. I don't think so. The way we usually go, things here go a bit slow because we are not young chickens anymore. Everything takes a while. While I was taking down, I was helping him and I was taking things out of there. My shoulder is hurting a bit when I do this. It's hurting, and then my back too. One muscle here in my back, something happened there. I don't know if when we were taking out the mattress, maybe. I don't know. But you know, all I can say is that it sucks getting old. It does suck getting old. So because we are in the older generation, things don't go as fast as we want to. So we want to paint, we have to put the Murphy bed together, and it does take a while. We're not going to be rushing into things, because if we rush, we will get hurt, and that is a big no, 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 no. So he thinks 2 weeks. I think more like 3 weeks. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I am looking forward to getting back into my sewing room. I am going to skip the live portion of this video because not much has been going on other than working in the sewing room, going to work, coming back, going to work, working in there, helping him with whatever it is that's happening. Yeah, outside of life, you know, not much has been going on. Not much has been going on. So that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to give you a little update on what has been going on in the sewing room. So if you liked this video, please hit that like button below. And if you can, please subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. I will see you on the next one. Bye.